Hi, welcome back to the Blind LP for a certain investigations to Prosecutor's path. I will try to finish this hopefully with this episode. Hopefully we'll get a conclusion to this case, maybe? So let's begin. Right. Okay, I don't know what's going on with my voice. Well then, will you listen to my story? Okay. I believe that the culprit in this case could only have been Dogen. I have no idea what transpired between Dogen and the victim. It simply could have been that Dogen was displeased with him. In any case, he was the one who stabbed the victim to death. He probably had a dog dispose of the body. This is the truth of the case. The victim, Mr. Knightley, was it? I think it is a truly terrible thing. Taking a man's life, you mean? That's how you'd go about saying it, isn't it? If only I had been more vigilant. Wait, if only I had been more vigilant, his death would not have happened. That's why I want to clear up his regrets. Warden Roland, how considerate. I'm sure now Mr. Knightley in heaven is overflowing with gratitude. Is gratitude really what Knightley feels? Probably not. Is he even going to heaven? He killed somebody. I believe that the culprit in this case could only have been Dogen. I have no idea what transpired between Dogen and the victim. It simply could have... Oh, wait, I'm supposed to press. You seem very confident of that. How can you be so sure? The children of this home are all good little boys and girls. Believe in yourself, believe in your friends, and believe in me and the guards. There is no way any of these hard-working children could have committed a murder. Quite an emotional reason. Makes sense coming from someone like her. Only Dogen would be capable of something like that. She's really pushing it onto Dogen. But I don't think so. I don't think it's him. If he says he didn't do it, probably not. Knightley was being held in the detention center and Dogen was in the prison. They couldn't make any contact. Don't you think that would have prevented trouble? The prison is quite confined, right? There were many ways for them to meet. Knightley was murdered days before he would have been sentenced to prison. Surely there weren't many ways a meeting could have occurred. Yeah, true. Even without a direct meeting, Dogen can still cause trouble. Mark my words. Okay. What could Knightley have done in the detention center to displease him? Bully his dog? That was just an example. You don't have to take it so seriously. Didn't I already say that I have no idea what transpired between them? Nevertheless, you certainly are a serious one, Edgeworth. Dear? What's this? That piercing gaze. Always standing straight and stiff. Very nice. Looking very clever, my dear. No. I think I'm about to become your biggest fan. Mr. Edgeworth, stay focused. It's just a flash one. Right. Is this some form of psychological warfare? He always gets the older ladies, doesn't he? Okay, let's see. I'd like to hear your thoughts about the circumstances surrounding the murder. Well, I suppose it was a simple job. During his booking, I learned that the victim had some kind of injury to his neck. He couldn't turn his neck to the right. Is it? Right? Left? Right? No, I can't remember. I remember him saying something like that. Right or left? Something to do with the first case. Oh my goodness, I can't remember. Booking, that's the process one undergoes before being locked up in the detention center. It sounds like you don't really know a lot about Nike. I only know a little. In any case, he would have been an easy target for Dogen. Perhaps he used the chisel hidden in the chessboard. The victim wouldn't even have had a chance to scream. But would Dogen know about the chisel? I don't think so. I see, your opinion will be a very valuable reference. Add it in, yes. Yes, I thought something was weird too. Oh, you're making me blush. You are so C-U-T-E. I'm just kidding. I'll continue. I prefer older men, maybe. Preferably evil and criminal. I'll press it first. The chessboard. The thing that the victim brought with him. It seemed like he really enjoyed playing chess. How could I have guessed that chisel would be hidden inside it? The chisel in the chessboard. The fact is only known by a select few people. This was the answer we arrived at from our reasoning after all, so then why does she know about this? Indeed. In Dogen's hands, even a chisel is enough to be used as a little weapon. Nah, I gotcha. No. Wrong. Alright, let's go back there. Wait. Okay, there are statements after this. Okay. He probably had it now. I think it's fine. We shall present. Where is the chisel? How do we get the chisel? The traces of blood. Which one would it be? The chisel or the chessboard? Oh yeah, let's go. No. Warden Roland, you certainly are sharp-witted. Hey, enough with the titles. Call me Patty. P-A-T-T-Y. However, there's something you were a little too knowledgeable about. Woohoo! Embarrassed. You're such an inexperienced child, Edgeworth dear. Fight on, Mr. Edgeworth. You said you didn't really know much about Knightley. If that's the case, how did you know about the chisel inside the chessboard? Oh, of course, the entrance check. No, it wouldn't have gone through if they knew it. Enough with the poor excuses. The entrance check. The chessboard wasn't something Knightley brought with him. It was brought to him later by Mr. Keys. He didn't even have it when he arrived here. That's my mistake. I meant the parcel check. No, you can change. Even if we assume that there are still many suspicious points, why wasn't such a chisel immediately confiscated from it? Judge Courtney, did you tell anyone about the trick to this chessboard? I did not. If no information about the investigation was leaked, then how did you find out? You could not have examined this during the entrance check or puzzle check. Certainly, someone in the warden's position would never have let a chisel slip by. Exactly, so answer this. Warden Roland, when and how did you learn about this chessboard secret? In that case, I shall answer for you. It is because... I give up. Edgeworth dear, it is as you say. I don't like how this is going somehow. I interrogated Knightley. That's how I learned about the chessboard. Huh? But please believe me, I didn't kill anyone. Enough. It would appear that we have uncovered some vital information. I'll ask you to testify once more, if that's all right with you, Prosecutor Edgeworth. No objections here. Thank you, Edgeworth dear. I'll do my best. Is that even hygienic? You know, kissing like... kissing an animal. As in hygienic, as in because, you know, considering their environment, I don't know. Never mind. Ignore me. Well then, Warden Rulan, I trust there will be no lies from here on out. Her pool of lies is slowly running dry. Soon, I will bring out her true nature. I wouldn't go so far as to call it an interrogation. I always make sure to talk to all the new arrivals. Mr. Knightley? Yes, we had a little chat. After our talk, he went right back to his cell, I assure you. But there's a problem. If he told her about the chisel, wouldn't she have taken it anyway? Yeah. You speak with the new prisoners, you say? That's right. I'm glad you understand. Your testimony is not solid evidence. It requires more than just understanding. Well then, Prosecutor Edgeworth, you may begin your cross-examination. I wouldn't go. Okay. You're certain you interrogated him the day before the show? Yes, around 3 AM on the 27th. 3 AM. Yes, it does. You summoned him that late at night and he wasn't asleep? Well, a guard was attacked in Knightley's cell, remember? After that incident, we checked his cell and inquired about the circumstances. I'm sure all that excitement made it hard to sleep. Knightley was wide awake, you know. So even though it was highly irregular, you still carried out this late-night interrogation. Edgeworth dear, you're so mean. It may have been irregular, but the truth is I had him moved. You can call it what you like, it still doesn't change the facts. What does he mean by that? What does she mean by that? Please excuse him. I'll give my incompetent apprentice a good scolding later. But for now, mademoiselle, what did you mean when you said you had him moved? Exactly what I wanted to know. I thought it was obvious, monsieur. I spoke to him in my office. Her office, the route she used to move Knightley's body. Is that statement to your testimony? Of course. How very obliging of you. Press. And where is your office? Is it located exactly? You know that sign in the detention center hallway? You mean the one that says no entry? Yes, it's just a short walk up that aisle. About 5 minutes from the cell block. 5 minutes? That's pretty long actually. I think. I've heard that room exits into the courtyard. Of course. The side of the courtyard is my private garden. Oh, I get it. You're going to say I used that route to move the body, didn't we go through this before? Indeed, you must have been able to use it if you used that route. For now, that is merely a possibility. Possibility. Oh my goodness, I can't pronounce. There is no decisive evidence to support it. But there is no other way that could have been moved. Surely you haven't forgotten my theory that Simon Keyes dropped the body in the well. That's right. That's right. What you said. Pursuing this point would be hazardous. Okay. Yeah, I need to know this. What did you talk about? But indeed, it was just trifling conversation. What kind of animals he liked, what his hobbies were, that sort of thing. Hobbies, I assume he mentioned chess. Oh Oh yes, that's all Knightley would ever talk about. Now that I think about it, the note he had in his room, it probably had something to do with chess too. So Warden Roland saw Knightley's note. What does that mean? And what was Knightley like during the interrogation? He was very honest. Mr. Knightley was... honest, pal? He also talked about a cruise on us and some kind of promo. What? No, I can't pronounce it. En-person? And something? And chess-based promotions, I presume. Looks like he was his usual chess-loving self. Alright. If he really returned to his cell, there is no way he would be a corpse now. I know you're suggesting that I killed him during the interrogation, but I couldn't possibly have had a motive to kill Knightley, could I? Dogan was the only one I hated, and he had no connection with the victim. No. Okay, we have that. We have something, but before that... The only one you hated was Dogan, am I correct? Yes, threatening me and doing whatever he wants in this prison. That man, I'll never forgive him. I'll do whatever it takes to corner him. Whoa, check out that thing around her neck. I still have no idea what it is. What is it? Fox? Weasel? I don't know. And his black dog too. They aren't fit to live in my home, and that's why you're pinning the murder on him, so you can get rid of him. I guess. Yes. She chats with the criminals. The warden show is easygoing, sir. Easygoing? She killed one of the criminals, you know. Says the guy was handcuffed. It would have been a pretty one-sided affair. Warden Roland has to be the killer. I have faith in my reasoning so far. Me too. Let's go, man. Let's go, H-Truth. Let's go. Alright. Okay, so... no connection? Not true. Is this the one? Perhaps, yes. Judge Courtney, I'd like you to have a look at this. It looks like a record of a chess game. Is there something wrong with it? This was discovered in the victim's cell. It was Knightley's memo. Warden Roland, you also discovered this note in the very same place. And not just in Knightley's cell, but in Dogan's too, correct? What are you... Don't say that you don't know about the chessboard in the special cell. After all, you would have kept an eye on Dogan's actions down to the smallest details. No, to be more precise, it wasn't Dogan that you needed to keep an eye on. The warden was searching for Mr. Dogan's henchman. From the start, I found it strange that the warden interrogated the prisoners personally, since he used his henchmen to threaten harm to her family. Warden Roland interrogated Dogan to expose them. So, what are you saying? As you inspected Dogan's mail, you must have known that he played correspondence chess. And then Knightley appeared, with a chess memo in hand. We deduced that he and Dogan were connected. You must have arrived at the same conclusion as well. However, you went one step too far in your reasoning. You thought Knightley was one of Dogan's henchmen. Oh, okay, I get you. Who had come to kill you? delirious much? So that's why you interrogated Nightly Boy. If the boss won't crack, go after his henchman. In addition, you discovered something when you were interrogating him. Inside his chessboard, you found a portable chisel. The murder weapon! To Warden Roland, the chisel was a symbol of Dogen, and that was the final straw. You believed Knightley was one of Dogen's henchmen and you killed him. Oh my god. It seems there will be no rebuttal. Judge Courtney, your verdict. Though it is incredibly unfortunate, there seems to be no room for doubt. Yes. Vashon, no, never mind. Who? Yes, who was that? Oh, her. Warden Roland? Oh, how strange. You guys really don't understand anything. It would seem the one who doesn't understand is you. Me? Oh, I understand one thing very well. There is a huge... Really? There is a huge contradiction in your logic, Mr. Edgeworth. Really? Once she's cornered, she starts spouting nonsense. Pay no heed, Judge Courtney. Your verdict.
Overruled!
Oh man, she's gonna listen to... I am interested in hearing what the Warden has to say. What? I thought so. I just have one thing I want to say. One? Please take a good look at the autopsy report. The autopsy report? The one I brought with me? I heard exactly what you said earlier, Justin, darling. You said the wound was 4 inches deep. 4 inches. No way. Could that tiny chisel really have made a wound 4 inches deep? Wait. My bad. How tiny is the chisel? It doesn't say. Impossible. How could I have made such an error? Oh, forgive me, goddess of law. Well, who was the one who suggested that the chisel was the murder weapon in the first place? Was it Courtney? Then it's her fault. I blame her. Well, I believe that overturns your hypothesis. What will you do now, Mr. Edgeworth? I know you have a murder weapon somewhere. Maybe, just maybe I know where it is. We have yet one thing we haven't uncovered properly. What will we do? We're alright, pal. Mr. Edgeworth always... Come on, don't panic. Come on, think. Oh, hey now, he's gone all white. No, you're fine. We still have one thing to present, but we don't have it in our evidence, I think. Hey, you're a defense attorney, aren't you? Isn't that something you can do, pal? Do that turnabout thing. Sorry, only Phoenix does that. Make some earth-shattering objection. Uncle Ray's a hard worker, but without decisive evidence, we're just whipping a dead horse here. Does it mean it's hopeless? No? Yes? Yes. Well, I'm not too sure, but there is something I suspect where it might be. I think. I don't believe we've ever found out what it was. There are still many mysteries remaining in this case. However, we do not have the evidence to solve them at this present time. Don't do it. Don't. We have no choice but to continue this battle in the courtroom.
Objection!
Oh god, his voice. That would just give the killer a chance to destroy evidence.
Overruled!
Correct. Are you mocking the court? No, I didn't mean anything like that. You look perplexed, Miles. Thought of anything yet? The chisel is not a murder weapon. In that case, what is? Safe. It's no use. We're back. No. No objections, Prosecutor H12? Oh no, she's gonna ask for our badge. By the way, any baseless statements will be punished accordingly. It's okay, I saved. Come on, H12. It's no good, I can't think of anything, I need more time. H12. No. Who was that? No, Miss H12, remember what Mr. Shields said. If we give up, Simon will... Have you forgotten that sad look on his face? He was the one who suffered most from Knightley's death. If we can't save him, who will? Besides, Simon believes in us, so we can't give up. Okay. Miles, looks like you've found a good partner. It's like little Kay says. Whenever you're backed into a corner, think of your client. Keep fighting until the very end. Isn't that the feeling you're getting? Gregory, your old man. No matter what trouble he faced, he would always turn things around and save his client. You've got his blood in you, right? In that case, you're the only one who can turn this around. Come on, Ray. Please do your job for once. Judge Courtney. The look in your eyes has suddenly changed. If you do intend to speak, you'd better be prepared to face the consequences. Your logic thus far has been misplaced numerous times. If this were to happen again, I would consider you unfit to call yourself a prosecutor, and you will hand over your badge. That's right. My reasoning about this case has indeed been misplaced numerous times. Have I made a grave miscalculation? No. Wait, my logic is misplaced? Like the weapon? Still silent? I cannot condone this waste of time. Well then, Mr. Edgeworth. Miss Edgeworth? I will announce my verdict. No. That's it. I have to turn my logic around. My logic isn't misplaced, it's been misled. This court finds the defendant Simon Keats. Isn't it a little early to hand down a verdict? I actually think it's rather late. Don't you agree, Justin, darling? Enlighten us. Thank you. What? Try to remember the eyewitness account about his dog and his absence from the animal show. When I first heard that information, my suspicion immediately fell on Dogan. Yes? I'm amazed you take such pride in retelling your previous fallings. Fallings? I didn't get it. But was that not the killer's aim? What if we assumed that was their intention from the start? Of course, the chisel served the same purpose. Knightley's body was stabbed in the same spot with multiple sharp objects. Okay. This shows that he was stabbed with the chisel after the real murder weapon was removed. By soaking the chisel in Knightley's blood. The killer wanted to mislead us into thinking the chisel was a murder weapon. Okay. Why? That's because... Why did the killer want us to think the chisel was a murder weapon? Because it's not. To get Dogan expelled. Warden Roland, you made use of this chisel's image. Chisels? Image? What are you trying to say? Mr. DeBest, when you see this chisel, what does it suggest to you? Eh? Something like Dugan is the killer, right? Now do you understand? That was the warden's aim. Ah! She wanted us to suspect the person with the chisels. Indeed, that was a plan from the very beginning, to make Sirhan Dugan out to be the killer. I understand your logic. It is true the warden did not think kindly of Dugan. But you understand, don't you? We need evidence, right? This alone does not prove she is the killer. As I thought, it's not enough. The remaining chance is for me to find the real murder weapon. Indeed. If you have no more evidence, I believe this conversation is over. Nope. I could prove it if I found the real murder weapon. Okay. It doesn't matter what you say. We did a clean sweep of this place. It is as Sebastian says. In the end, we could not find any weapons. In other words, such proof is impossible. No. No, the murder weapon must still be somewhere in the prison. As long as this exists, yes. The security gate. You remember its name after all. Are you mocking me? It's because of those things that you can't take metal objects in or out of this place. That thing you're holding in your hand, is that not metal? Right, as long as those security gates exist, the murder weapon should still be here. That also means no weapon could have been brought into the prison. In the end, we're back to the same mystery after all. No? Judge Courtney? Prosecutor Edgeworth, surely you've realized, if the real murder weapon is still in the prison, one must also consider how it got there in the first place. The chisel was concealed within the chessboard, but the chisel is not the real murder weapon, which means the real murder weapon must have been smuggled in somehow. The way it was smuggled in. No. No. How Warden Roland brought the weapon into the prison? You had evidence transferred from... Oh. Yes, we borrowed all the evidence concerning Dogen. I've been interrogating him personally in my office, but... That's it. She could have used that. This shows another way a weapon could be brought into the prison. Do we have something like that? Attached to the knife and Anubis custom made. Attached to the knife and Anubis. It could be that. Maybe this that. Checks for metal objects. I guess so. That's the only thing, right? Right?
Take that!
There we go. Yesterday, Dogen said this. Yes, my bells. There are only two in the world. Only two? They are custom-made, attached to my knife and Anubis collar. Even though I can only rely on my ears, I can easily identify them. Alas, one has been confiscated and is not in my possession. It's possible the murder weapon was brought in as confiscated evidence. What? Dugan's knife was confiscated and stored on the premises. Furthermore, a bell was attached to the knife. It can't be. The bell on that chisel? Exactly. The killer took it from the knife and reattached it to the chisel. But only the only fingerprints on this chisel are Knightley's. The killer probably wore gloves when they made the switch. She made the chisel out to be the murder weapon by attaching Dugan's bell. And in doing so made Dugan appear to be the culprit. Furthermore, the handling of the set of evidence that this bell originally belonged to was only possible for someone with the proper authority, like the warden. Who, sir? Oh my god. Come on, keep up. Kamshu, who had that authority? Why don't we ask the warden what she thinks? You can't find bells anywhere. Anyone could have attached it, right? I see, so you don't know. These bells are Dugan's trademark. There are only 2 in the world. And so, attaching the bell would naturally make you the killer. Do you have evidence that I have the knife? You don't, do you? Of course, I understand. In that case, Mr. DeBest, I'd like to request an investigation immediately. Hey, but if you find it, it'll be problematic for me. That doesn't matter now. It is necessary that we reveal the truth. You are a prosecutor, are you not? Well, even if you say that... Curse this useless prosecutor. If only I still had investigative rights. Besides, we can't investigate without the warden's permission, right? There's no way she would approve. We have no choice but to investigate ourselves. If you don't have the evidence, there's no use in continuing this conversation. Come on, Courtney, please. The goddess of law does not smile upon those with no evidence. This will have to be continued in the courtroom. No, not good. If we give the warden more time here, she'll definitely destroy the evidence. It seems I have no choice but to raise an objection and stall for time. But I don't have anything definite. Is that really acceptable? Is it really like me to do something this reckless? No, not good. Now is not the time for hesitation. Right now I'm not a prosecutor, but an attorney's assistant. I need to protect my client. Poor Simon Keys. I'm the only one who can save him now, in that case. Even if it's a 1 in a million chance, I have to take it. Okay. It's sink or swim. Should I raise an objection? Go ahead. I know where you can find it. It almost feels like I've turned into a certain bluffing defense attorney. I wonder who could that be? But right now I can't come to a standstill here. Stand still?
Objection!
Okay, go. Hold it. Prosecutor H12? What now? I just realized something. What would that be? Pray tell. Naturally, the whereabouts of the real murder weapon, of course. Dugan's knife. Mr. H12, is it really true? Yes. Though it is a lie. No. Don't worry, I've got your back. I find it hard to believe this isn't a bluff, is it? You underestimate me. The word bluff does not exist in my dictionary. This is bad for my heart. There's no way you can know because such a thing doesn't even exist. Well then, could you enlighten us? Where is the real murder weapon? Think. Somewhere the police didn't look. A blind spot in this animal-filled prison. A hiding place a warden would have complete confidence in. Hiding place, come to think of it. It was inevitable. Anubis, show them your mouth. See, I knew it. The same method? No, it couldn't be, could it? Yes. But There aren't that many ways to hide things from an investigator's eyes. Prosecutor Adria, how long do you intend to keep us waiting? It's possible, but I'm taking a big gamble here. Wait. That's the point, right? That's it, right?
Take that!
Here, in the courtyard? Indeed. That's not enough information. Please show us in more detail. Oh goodness. Where is the real murder weapon hidden? And haha. It's there. Very good.
Take that!
That's it. Back then. Oh, what's the matter, detective? It looks like the metal detector is reacting to this alligator. Really? Why? Now we know why. Of course, that's why the metal detector reacted. Judge Courtney, I'd like you to take a look at this. The chisel? Wasn't that just a fake murder weapon? Dogan hid this chisel inside his dog's mouth, and the real murder weapon was hidden in very much the same way. The real murder weapon is in the pond, inside the alligator. What? Oh, this to make a good pair. We can confirm that the metal detector reacted to the alligator. Judge Courtney, please have the insides of the alligator examined. I give my consent. How will they do that? Okay, we'll have to call a veterinarian. A vet. I can okay, she's there. I can make that little girl open her mouth. Very good. Can I help? Yes, go ahead. Good for you, Regina. Being useful. Very good. Oh, that was easy. Warden Roland. Discovering the real murder weapon will settle this matter once and for all. Why don't you do the honorable thing and confess now? Go on, do it. What would I have to confess? In that case, you can just wait for your fate to be sealed. Good. Oh, we found it, sir. Just where you said it would be. It's over. Patricia Rowland. The real murder weapon is none other than Logan's knife. And the one who murdered Horace Knightley can only be you. Breakdown. Dugan was the evil one. I didn't do anything wrong. It was completely reasonable. The guy was one of Dugan's henchmen. Him. If only he had never come to my home. I could at least still be happy. My special paradise. He ruined it. All of it. Him. That no good assassin. Him. Okay, no, I'm not gonna do that. Oh, you scared the enemy. Oh my goodness. What? Oh my goodness. That was not what I expected. Okay. Mr. the best of the best. We have... Okay, fine. We have the results. The best of the best. Looks like even the forensic officers have it tough. We found traces of Knightley's bodies on Dugan's knife. It was just like you said. You're the best, Mr. the best. He didn't say that. Alright, good job. But don't stop there. Keep the praise coming. Yes, sir. You're so incredible. It brings tears to my eyes. From sorrow. Well done, Sebastian. Why does he get the credit? Next comes the follow-up investigation. Huh? What are you talking about, Justin? Hasn't the case been solved already? We have not yet confirmed if Knightley truly was one of Dugan's henchmen. There is also a chance that Warden Roland jumped to conclusion. Oh. That is a remaining uncertainty in this case. Anyways, let's keep investigating. Hey, you there, come with me. Since I'm the best, the truth will appear before me first. When that moment arrives, make sure you don't miss it. Yes sir, I'm looking forward to witnessing your first great ability. Let's go! Good for you. We live in troubling times, wouldn't you agree? The would-be assassin of the president was found murdered in the prison. Correct. Knightley had not planned to assassinate the president. He just, killed his colleague, that's all. The truth is not as vital as you seem to believe it to be. Not to the world, and not to the law. That can't be right. Believe what you will, however. As long as Prosecutor Ishua remains a prosecutor, it is an inescapable reality. A prosecutor is not someone who demands a guilty verdict, that is what I believe. Those are merely your values. The law is not the plaything of any one person. If you will not submit to that, you will do well to prepare for the consequences. What's that supposed to mean, pal? Don't tell me you're gonna. Now then, this is where I must take my leave, Prosecutor Ishua. Judge Courtney is right. The law should not serve any one person's desires. However, if the truth is bent as a result of that, can that really be called justice? Oh, here he comes.
Ah, Simon!
Okay, that sounds weird.
Ah, Simon! But boss! What happened? They said you could come out already? Well, honestly, I don't know for sure. All of a sudden, they were like, you're free to go, and you should thank Mr. Ajwef. Well, that's because he found out who the real murderer was. Really? He did? Mr. Ajwef. No way. Even if you glare at me like that, it's useless. I'm innocent after all. You can't make me guilty.
Good for you.
Simon, you should thank him, you know. You're right. Thank you very much. I want to thank you too.
Good grief.
Mr. Defense Attorney, can I just ask you one more question?
Yes, you may, but I'm not a defense attorney.
I thought that Knightley and I were friends.
No, I mean best friends. I always thought we were. Wait, am I supposed to present something here? I hope not, but just in case. Okay.
You don't think so? You don't think so anymore? Well, I'm just wondering. There were some things I had no idea about. Like how he could hate someone enough to kill them. That's why maybe he never trusted me either. Simon, that's not true. You're lying. Because if I had known, I could have stopped him. I would have told him he had no need to be angry with anyone.
Mr. Keys, I don't think he disliked you either. Oh, here we go. I don't know. Okay, proof that Knightley trusted him. Let's see. Could it be this? Because he asked Simon to bring it, right? Maybe the chair spot, but let me just take a look. Okay, you know what? I think it's this. This is the only thing I can think of.
Take that!
That's what I gave to.
Knightley hid a chisel inside it, most likely to aid in his escape. Oh, you didn't know? I thought he did it consciously, but I guess not.
Escape? He used me?
He trusted in you. He knew you'd bring it to him without looking into it and without question. And doing just that, you were caught up in everything. Knightley, you idiot!
Looks like he gets it. Simon is not as dumb as he looks after all. I'm sure he'll be back to normal by tomorrow.
Was that supposed to be a compliment?
Ooh, I'll be strong. I'll become a splendid wild animal tamer for Knightley's sake.
Excellent, that's a spirit. The animal spirit. He needs to open his eyes more often.
I almost forgot. And if you'd like, please come to our next show.
Oh goodness. Okay, let's see. Okay, there's Max. A tiger. Probably Regina's tiger. The elephant. And a lion's head. Not sure whether it's a real lion or just a prop.
I'll also be performing in it. The Berry Pig Circus is always fabulous and fun for all ages. Wow, that sounds like fun. Let's go, Miss Edgeworth.
Is that gonna be in the next case? I'll think about it.
Well, we need to get back to practicing right away. We'll be with Regent today.
Uh-oh.
The red, the tiger? No way, no way, no way. He'll be fine. He's a good boy. No way. There is no way that it will be fine.
Good luck.
Please cut me a break, boss. And there they go. Well done. Oh man, bravo, bravo. You really put on a good show today, Miles.
It's all thanks to you, Mr. Shields. Without your help, she might have gotten away. Not to mention allowing us to continue the investigation.
Oh man, cut it out already. You're gonna make me blush.
I never know when you're being serious.
Uncle Ray is always serious.
So how was it, Miles? How did it feel to be a defense attorney, to save people? A defense attorney.
But that really took me back. It was just like being next to your old man again. Aha, it's been a while since I felt this good.
It was, well, it's somewhat difficult to say it was a good thing.
Come on, Miles. Are you sure you don't want to be a defense attorney?
And now I think he's sticking to his prosecutor job. It pays well. What?
You know, pick up where your father left off. Don't you want to save people like he did?
What are you talking about, pal? Mr. Edgeworth is a prosecutor.
But is it really that unusual for a prosecutor to become a defense attorney these days? Unusual isn't the problem here. Hey, don't be upset. It's normal, you know, normal. It's not.
Normal, pal.
Ha ha ha, you'd all make for a powerful defense team.
Mr. Shields, I am a prosecutor.
And Uncle Ray is a defense attorney, that's why.
I'm being serious about this. But no.
Well, that's just my opinion. Feel free to drop by anytime you have a change of heart. I'll be waiting for you.
Goodbye. Bye-bye. Bye, Uncle Ray. I'll probably see you again, I think. Follow in my father's footsteps. Me become a defense attorney. I cannot imagine it. I'm going to become a defense attorney just like my dad. Gregory Edgeworth. Should I become a defense attorney? Nah, it doesn't pay well. Like my father. You have that car you need to maintain and your private aeroplanes and stuff. I don't know, private personal flights that you like so much, I guess. Oh, we're done? Oh, I didn't catch that. Something turn about. So, we have come to the end of, this is the second one, right? Episodes 1 to 5. So this is, yes, I think this is the second episode. So at last we are done. So thank you for watching. I mean, we're done with the episode anyway. So thank you for watching, and until the next time, goodbye.